That was a weird game. You know, we started out so poorly, and I couldn't believe we were up at half. And then you start the second half, and you get up 8 and have 3 straight more possessions where you can build on that. And you think, well, God, we're going to run away with this game. And, of course, we didn't. They scored 7 straight points. I don't know how many they ended up scoring. I know they got to 31-30, and I think it was 34-31. But we were on 31 forever. And we just didn't execute. You know, they shoot 55% in the second half. We shoot 27. You know, the James kid was a whole difference. You know, we fouled more in the second half, and just seemed like they were the aggressors. So give them credit. They were really good. Their zone helped them. We didn't make great decisions against the zone. Got the ball in the paint, which is what you want to do, but you got to know who's in front of you. Didn't feel like we finished around the basket at all, except for maybe David, and feel like they finished a lot around the basket. And I'll be honest with you, I think we could have beat quite a few teams in this tournament. Florida State was a tough matchup for us, and they were really long and big, and we struggled against those teams all year. So, you know, they say it comes down to matchups. There's no question about that. We give Florida State a lot of credit.
Coach, I'll just ask you about Singleton's big 3 there after Nate.
It was big, and you know, we were showing hard on ball screens, and you know, he picked and popped. And to be honest with you, when he shot it, I was kind of glad he was shooting it because he hadn't played in so long, and he drained it. He's a big-time player, and it was the shot because we had the momentum, cut it to 2, finally made a shot against the zone, and yeah, it was big because, you know, took our spirit right back right there.
Right back here.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about BJ's game? It seemed like, you know, his stat line's not going to look good at all, but he seemed like the one guy that wanted to try and take it to the big guys and try and force, you know, them to make a play as well.
Yeah, I thought early, especially when we couldn't score, and I disagree. I don't know if we were rushing shots. I think it takes time to get used to their length, and I think that took some time for us to get used to their length, and then we were much better to finish the half. We just make a free throw in the first half. You know, we're up a lot more, and but it's been that kind of year. I don't remember your question, Richard. BJ, okay. Yeah, BJ was aggressive early. Second half, I thought he made some bad decisions going in there on those guys. I thought we gutted the zone great. I disagree with Chris. I thought we got a lot of good looks. I thought we had a lot of wide open shots. I thought we took about 2 or 3 really bad ones too, and our passing and catching wasn't very good. So, but no, BJ was aggressive. But it's, you know, he's got a. I thought late in the game he wasn't very. You know, he didn't make great decisions. He went in when he shouldn't have, and then he probably should have passed a couple when he didn't.
Question here in the front.
Coach, the toughest thing about your season coming in, just the seniors and those 5 guys that have put a lot of sweat in the bucket the last few years.
Yeah, they've been great, and I told them that. I mean, I feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for the rest of these guys or me or anybody else. You know, I didn't think, you know, Darko earns a scholarship, plays big minutes in a game, NCAA tournament game, shows you where our program is right now. You know, BJ and Nate, I weren't sure were good enough to play for us. They've had great careers, won 97 games. To lead this team to the NCAA tournament is an unbelievable accomplishment. I was proud of them. Marshall and Derek Lewis didn't get to play as much, came to practice every day and did a great job. I was really proud of those guys. And I told them that after the game. Those are the guys I hurt for because they won't be able to put the A&M uniform ever, you know, again.
Question on the right here, Coach.
Coach, Teddy Greenstein from the Chicago Tribune. If you don't mind playing analyst for a second, how do you think a good shooting team like Notre Dame matches up against a Florida State defense?
Well, I haven't. You know, I didn't watch any of the Notre Dame game. Haven't watched any tape on them. But Florida State can guard guys. They can flat out guard. So I know Notre Dame can shoot it at all 5 positions. So that's going to be tough until they sub, I think. I don't know if all their guys can when they sub, but it should be a heck of a game. It should be a heck of a game.
Steve Yondo with the Washington Post. Yesterday, some of the players had said that they felt like the 2 teams, you guys in Florida State, mirrored each other. So I'm just curious, what about the matchups maybe turned out to be more difficult than some of the guys thought it would?
Well, We did mirror each other, except we gave up about 17 inches in the starting lineup and and across the board. So I don't know how much that's mirroring. We had Chris gave us some height advantage there, but yeah, we didn't do a good job against the zone. That's what it comes down to. I mean, we've had the zone beat us more times this year than I can even think about and want to think about. And you know, guys didn't make good decisions. And I thought we got you got to get the ball to the high post. We had it spread, and I guess we relied too much on the jump shot, and that was a whole difference. But they're a little bit older, a little bit more experienced than we are. They got some old guys over there. We got some young puppies playing. So I couldn't believe we had the lead in this. It was a 2-point game with 7 to go. I was just like, holy cow, we're in this thing. And I couldn't believe we were up at halftime. They had an 8-point lead, and our guys were trying. They were really, really trying. We just didn't play as well as we needed to.
Right here.
Homer Jacobs, 12th Man Magazine. Coach, how would you, if you could put a wrap on the season, how would you characterize it? And looking ahead, where does this team need to improve the most?
I'm a broken record here. Really proud of this group. It's an amazing accomplishment. We were in this tournament. We earned it. Okay, I even thought we earned a little bit higher seed. We didn't play like that today. Finished third in our league, good league. Won a lot of close games, executed, showed a lot of toughness. But with that said, you know, one of our keys today was little things lead to big things, and we just made so many little mistakes defensively in that stretch. And you know, I've been on this team about commitment, practicing hard, and I was on their tail Monday to practice hard, and we got a lot of growing up to do. And our seniors did a great job to get us to this point. But we got some good guards coming in. We got one that's sitting out. We got 2 guards that are coming in, and got most of our bigs back except for Nate, and we got Daniel Alexander redshirt, and so we'll be a much deeper team. You know, Dash gets hurt. He's got a hip pointer. He's trying to play. You know, we just didn't have any today, and so hopefully we'll be a bit deeper team. And you know, I don't know what lies ahead. You never know when you coach a team. And but for us to get 24 wins, I'm thrilled. It's a great year for us.
Question over here on this side.
Coach, Stephen Rhodes, KZNE Radio. It's a 2-part question. You just mentioned Dash with his hip point injury. Is he doing okay? And do you think it made, or how big of a difference do you think it made not having him at 100% the rest of the game?
Yeah. It's hard to say. He's going to be okay. He's going to be sore. And he got it out and tried to play. And I don't know if it made a difference or not. You know, they zoned. And so Dash doesn't, he struggles against the zone a little bit anyway. He could have penetrated for us. We just didn't have the depth without him. I think we would have been a little bit fresher and a little bit more. But I don't know if it wouldn't have changed the outcome.
Question right here.
Coach, late in the game, Nate hits a big 3, kind of gave you a chance, and then seemed like he had a couple more chances to take some threes and didn't. Did you think that guys got a little tentative with that, or?
Well, I know there's one guy that did. I'm not going to mention any names. He's got to shoot the ball, and they do a good job of closeouts. You sit over there and they got team zones and you space them out and you can gut them and guys have shots. It's kind of hopeless feeling sitting over there as a coach, and you hope guys can make plays, and we just didn't. I mean, we missed a couple 3 wide open shots, and they're so long. You know, rebounds that we normally might get, they they snared them, and it took balls out of our hands during that stretch, and it was frustrating sitting over there, but give them credit.
One last question over here.
Coach, this is your first class from freshman to senior, full class since you've been at A&M. How's it been to watch these guys go from day one to today?
Well, it's like I said earlier. I had 3 scholarship players, BJ, Nate, and D-Lou. Continue to get better. Marshall and Andrew had great careers. You know, they represented us the right way. They're all 5 going to graduate. Never had to worry about having to lose an ounce of sleep at night worrying what they were doing. I got great character kids. That's a great thing. I'm going in the summer, and I got great character kids. That's nice. I'd rather win with great character kids than win a little bit more with not character kids. So, We got great character, and those guys have great character. They'll all graduate, and they're all going to be winners. They're going to be real successful in life because of what they went through and the kind of people they are.